All right, everybody, we are back. Thank you for being here. If you are new to our channel, welcome. And if you have been here before, thank you for coming back. We appreciate you guys so much, and I do hope that if you have not already subscribed, you will subscribe to our channel. So we are going to start layering this t-shirt. So I'm going to put a little bit of heat on my shirt. To kind of get it prepared to press. And I am going to kind of give myself an idea of where this needs to start laying. Oh, let me move this out a bit so you guys can see it a little better. Push it up some. All right, there we go. So just kind of giving myself an idea of where this needs to go. So this kind of needs to go about here. So we're going to lay this piece first. I'm going to push it up some so y'all can see it. And the temp on this is required to be a little bit lower than I set the temp thing to. So I'm just going to lower the thing on my heat press while I finish prepping this to make sure it's in the correct place. And also chopping off some of the stuff that goes onto another one. All right. Y'all, sometimes the vinyl be sticky and it'll stick to any and everything, and sometimes it has no stick to it at all. I think it just depends on what type of vinyl you buy and how old the vinyl is. Don't quote me on that, but that's just my idea about it. So to give myself a good idea, this will be about what it looks like when you lay it down. So I'm just letting it heat, so stay tuned. You will hear the heat press ting when it is ready. So we're about to lay that down. I just had to go and grab some fabric to put over on top of my press. So hang in there. I'm just waiting on the heat press to get to 290. So it's almost there. All right, it's ready. Normally I use a solid white to go on top of the press, like I use a pressing cloth, but that is not at my desk area, so I'm going to use this one temporarily. It's a lot of fabric, so just hang in there. All right. So sometimes the vinyl that you select will be a hot press or a cool press. So I would be sure to check the settings for the type of HTV that you use, because sometimes the vinyl will tell you to use a hot press, a cool pull or a hot pull. So be sure to follow the instructions for that particular vinyl. Each one is going to be different. And you just wait until the clock goes down on your easy press, and when it's done, you can pull it up. If it is a cool press, just give it maybe a minute or so to cool on the space before you pull it up to avoid messing up your press. In the meantime, you can just kind of sit around. If you have one of those cooling blocks, you can run it across there. Those are so cool. I don't have one yet, but I am definitely going to be getting one soon. I just love new toys, y'all. I'm kind of impatient though. Sometimes I'll pull it up before it's time. If you have a fan, you can sit it there and let it blow off too. Looks like it's still kind of warm, but you can check to make sure that it's down all the way. And if it is, then you can kind of pull if you feel comfortable doing that. All right, so it's warming up here. And I like to press and pull just in case my material still needs some love on it. All right. Now we're going to put her hair on. This one is a little bit backwards of a design, so you have to do it a little bit backwards to get it to work properly, but that's okay. We're good with that. Make sure that you layer it in exactly the correct place. And I am a work smart type of person, so I like to layer as many sections as I possibly can to avoid having to do double work. So it looks like this section is going to be nice and lay flat as soon as I can get it to go in its place. All right, so looks like the shirt can also go there without messing up the top, but let's come back to that part, and we're just gonna lay the head down just to make sure, or the hair, just to make sure we don't ruin any other part of the vinyl. Might not seem like it, but it's really easy to mess that up. But you just make sure you fit that in the grooves exactly, y'all. Like literally on in the grooves as much as you can. All right, that looks good. And we're going to take, hi everybody, if you're new to our channel, welcome to iCraft everything. We are so happy to have you guys here. Take your heat press and make sure that you press the whole thing. And I like to give it a little bit of pressure, but that's just me. Doesn't have to be a ton, but I would like to make sure that it's enough even pressure all the way around. And of course the clock is ticking and it's going to tell you when it's time to pull it up. Just give it a little bit of pressure. Give it a lot if you feel like it. But in this case, I'm going to give it just enough. Don't you just love late night crafting? It is so soothing, you guys. Definitely a great way to wind down from the day. And if you have orders, I like to work on my orders later. All right, so I'm just gonna move this and see. I think I might need to put it down in other places just to make sure that we have it nice and even, because you of course want to make sure you apply heat all around, because if you pull this up before it's ready, or if you pull it up and have not heated the whole thing, you will ruin the whole shirt and you have to start all over. And who wants to start over and do double work? Not us. Okay, so I'm just gonna move that over just a tisket. If you have a bigger heat press, then that would definitely make it easier to do larger projects. But I have the medium size heat press, still easy. And I also have a mini press too, which is really easy for the smaller projects. All right. We're going to pull that up, and I am going to go ahead and change the temp on the press because the glitter is going to require something different. All right. So I'm almost sure that this is going to be a cool press. So once that cools down, all right. Sounds like my heat press is ready. In the meantime, I'm going to check this and see. All right. The pool is still a little bit warm, but it looks like it's good enough for me to go ahead and pull it. I just love it when projects come out right, y'all. This is so pretty. Awesome. You can save these transfer sheets for when you buy vinyl that does not have a carrier sheet, and that way when you are out, you don't have to buy one. That's just my little tip or Easter egg for those of you who are new to my channel. All right, time for the glitter. Oh, I didn't even realize that my nails matched the shirt, y'all. Hey, these nails were inspired by money. Yeah, green and gold. Who doesn't love that? All right, I'm gonna move it over just a tisket and do it again. Now, glitter, I know for a fact is going to be a warm peel, so you should be able to pull your glitter up and you'll be just fine. But if you do that with the everyday iron on or the foil, no, no, no. Definitely not the foil. You have to wait until it's cooler for the foil because the foil will show out. Let's see. All right. Good, good, y'all. All right, so for your glitter, you can go ahead and pull that up instantly. Glitter is usually pretty good. All right, so we're going to change the temp back down because we have a couple more layers to do. Now for this one, I did what's called an offset. An offset is where you kind of create an outline. I discussed that a little bit in my last video, but it's basically an outline of the words or design that you're using for your shirt, hoodie, or whatever it is that you are creating. And I just absolutely love the offsets. They are so cool to me, y'all. So if you have not already tried the offset, please do. All right, y'all. So while this heats, I am looking for my smaller pieces. Of course, y'all know those little white pieces are so hard to keep up with, and I do not see them. So I may have to create those off camera and put those on the lips, but that's okay. I will upload a photo of the finished design. These are her little earrings. I decided to do them in silver. They are so cute. You can weld these together actually so that they lay exactly where you need them to in the same place. But I did not do that for this project. So meh. All right. All right, so I'm going to lay down the offset first, and then I'll come back up to the top. So far, it's looking good, y'all. So far, it is looking good. I'm gonna move this and I'll lay that in just a second. Make sure. Now, glitter is really challenging, so if you decide to use the glitter, you really can't lay nothing on top of glitter without messing it up, y'all. So just don't lay other HTVs on top of glitter unless you absolutely know what you can do, but can do it. But in my experience, it has definitely not been easy to do that. All right, y'all, I'm gonna move the light, which might move. There we go. So I hope you guys can still see. It is counting down, probably has like 11 seconds to go. I don't know if y'all have ever tried puff vinyl. They also have this puff vinyl that you can try for the hair that kind of gives it texture. I love it. It is so cute. I didn't get any black, so when I go back to my local craft store, I will pick up some black and use that for my next video or one of my upcoming videos. All right. All right, and let's put the earrings and her lips down. Where did I put the lips? Y'all, sometimes it can be so challenging to keep up with these little pieces, so y'all always be sure to put them in a place that you can find them. Scooch it over, y'all. Gotta make sure you get the whole thing evenly heated. Now, don't forget when this pulls up to only pull up the transfer sheet when you are sure that the vinyl has cooled, unless you know for certain that you have a cool peel vinyl. In this case, I'm going to run back over the hair. So the foil vinyl is kind of tricky. Okay. Let me pull it up some so you guys can see it. Easter egg. Always be sure that you weed all of the spaces needed on your design. If you don't, then it's going to press that way. So please be very careful with that. All right. Let me change the temp. And while that happens, I am going to look for the white part of the lips because I have put them somewhere and I don't see them. And I'm sure they're staring me right in the face and I just cannot see them. Of course, that's the way it is. But that's okay because I can always go in and make another piece of it. It looks like the heat press is ready for me. All right, make sure you have your design exactly where you want it on the offset. That is really important because y'all, I have definitely made my share of mistakes when it comes to the vinyl, and I do not want it to um, lay incorrectly because I don't like doing double work. That's like a pet peeve of mine. Not a fan. And as I shared, I normally use a white to press over, but since that one was not available at the moment, I forgot to get it. I'm just going to use this one. Is this it? No, that's not it. 4 seconds left, you guys. All right, your foil is definitely going to be a cool press. So while that does that, I'm going to go back up and evenly do the hair. I always worry with the big ones that I did not apply enough heat, so I'm just going to apply maybe 15 and 15 seconds and 15 seconds. Just give it a little bit of pressure. Doesn't have to be a ton. All right, and while that cools, don't forget to take off your other pieces that you might have forgotten. And I'm going to let that cool for just a second before I pull up the supernatural part. While I throw some of this stuff away. Alright, I'm going to start pulling that up in just a sec. Alright, it's cool enough. Make sure you pull at an angle that's not peeling. And I like to roll my hands across it like this as it goes, just in case it's pulling. It'll automatically lay back down. Ooh, is beautiful. And voila, we have a beautiful t-shirt. Now, I still got to put this part in the middle here, but I will do that off camera, and I will post a picture of it at the thing or for the thumbnail. I love this, y'all. This is so pretty. Such a beautiful shirt. Let me take this off the tripod so that you guys can see how gorgeous this is. Look at that. You can apply some more heat if you feel like you need to. You can tell it is bonded when you see the little, see it bonded to the t-shirt. That's how you know the heat press has done a phenomenal job. If you love this t-shirt, I am going to put it in our Spunky store on our website, www.stylebyspunky.com. Again, that's www.stylebyspunky.com. Thank you all for stopping by. I had so much fun crafting this beauty with you today. And I look forward to seeing you next time. If you have not already, please subscribe to our channel. And if you are already subscribed, thank you so much for stopping by. We appreciate you so, so much. Join our group on Facebook. It is called iCraft Everything. Thank you guys for checking out our live today. And if you are watching the replay, hey, thank you. All right, y'all. Bye.